some new details on that horrific plane crash in South Korea. 179 people were killed when the flight crash landed at an airport overnight. The accident was captured on camera. We want to warn you, this video is graphic. But what you can see is the plane skidding down the runway, apparently without landing gear. We don't see it there, before crashing into a wall and then erupting into violent flames there. Incredibly, though, 2 crew members survived. They were rescued from the rear of the wreckage. Officials say the pilot sent out a mayday call following a bird strike. The investigation is in its early stages. There's no official word on the cause of the crash at this point. Seoul, South Korea-based journalist Thomas Maresca is joining me right now. Thomas, welcome to you. So what is the latest on the investigation into this tragic crash? Where are they starting and where is it heading?
Good afternoon, Alex. It's overnight here. Right now, I think on the site, it's basically a recovery and identification process going on. Officials have said they have recovered all 179 victims from the crash. And as of a couple of hours ago, they said they had identified 88 remains, basically using fingerprints, and I think the rest they may have to go with DNA. They're taking DNA from the family members there. They've set up a staging area at the site. They're recovering belongings from the victims, but have said they also need to leave a lot of the debris intact on the site as they try to discern what caused this incredible tragedy. It's the 3rd worst aviation accident in Korean history. And, as you mentioned, it's going to take a good deal of time. There's not much information yet. We're talking months, years. They've recovered both of the black boxes. One, the flight data recorder is damaged, however, and the cockpit voice recorder is intact. Officials have said they may have to send the flight data recorder to the NTSB in the U.S., National Transportation Safety Bureau, for analysis. That could take 6 months. The NTSB is also is getting involved in the investigation. Boeing is involved. And for now, it's speculation. The timeline is more or less known that there was a warning of a bird strike as this plane was on approach from Bangkok into Muan International Airport, which is in the southwest of the country. With a couple minutes later, the pilots issued a mayday warning and then attempted a landing which, as you said, appears the landing gear wasn't down. The flaps apparently didn't appear to be open for landing. So a lot of speculation. Some aviation experts are wondering, how could a bird strike have done that much damage? Perhaps damaging the hydraulics where you couldn't release the landing gear. So really a lot of questions. And, as you know as well, these airplane crash investigations always take a long time, and they often end up being, little things that lead to the next thing, to the next. It's often a series of tiny incidents that cause a tragedy. So that's more or less where we are.
I'm going to speak with a aviation analyst on the technicality of all this in just a second. But Thomas, the local reaction there, it's got to be just a ripple effect of heartbreak with 179 people killed in this crash. What's it been like?
Yeah, absolutely. People I've talked to, it's just been total shock. It's coming on the heels of a very volatile period in South Korea. I mean, not to connect these things, but it just has been a time when there's just been all this uncertainty with the political situation in South Korea. So people are stunned. I think tomorrow we're going to see memorials are going to be issued. The acting president has announced a 1-week mourning period. They're erecting memorials close to the site and around the country. And I think we're going to see people's reactions coming out as the day breaks. The families obviously devastated and want answers.
Yeah, and some still waiting to identify their loved ones as well. Thomas, thank you so much. I know you're going to try to gather more information. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next hour. Thank you.